Welcome. I'm Lynx Explorer, and today we're watching a 4v4 quick match. In this match, we've got one of the top rated team players, Downfall, playing in the teal as the Mongolians. He's playing on Mountain Pass today, and his 3 teammates and 4 opposing players are all a little better than average players. So it's going to be interesting to see what a top player does on this map against moderately good players. Take a look at what he's doing. He's got a couple villagers on food, but he's gone heavy on wood immediately, just making me think he's going to do some kind of tower rush. Immediately starts bringing in some sheep. Still on his side of the map. Normally this is one of those kind of meme maps where you turtle. First to wonder wins, especially in 4v4. So it'll be interesting to see how a top player plays it. It's only a quick match, so don't expect too serious a gameplay. But still curious, when someone like this joins one of our games, how do they do it? Take a look at his teammates. In yellow, we've got an English player. In green, we've got Chinese. And in orange, we've got the Delhi. Looking at the other side of the map. On the opposing team, we've got a red Chinese player, GIS. Purple Abbasid, XD0. A blue Mongol, Deep Dark Fantasy. It looks like he's got a pretty classic opening. And in pink, Nexus, playing the Delhi. So a pretty equal matchup as far as civilizations go. Let's take a look at the entire map. See what Downfall's doing. Alright, so he's got a stables out, and he's going out with horsemen. But I didn't see any tower rush at all. He does have one village walking over. 4v4 maps, it's a lot longer to get over there. You can't count on catching your enemies before they age up and preventing them from reaching feudal. Normally, early aggression happens in the feudal age on large maps like these. And he's just going to put a tower in the middle. His teammates are already starting to wall up. Nice thing about Delhi is he can use a spearman to create that wall. And Downfall sending those horsemen, seeing if he can cause some havoc on the enemy team. Interesting that he doesn't have his Khan out there with him. His Khan's still gathering up sheep, though it looks like he's trying to get him to catch up. The opposing team's out. Equal numbers from blue. Downfall's after him. He's not taking his Khan. Interesting. His Khan continues to scout. He's putting down his tower. Open up the whole map here, take a look. Downfall's ready for an age up. No one has aged up yet on this game. Orange's done a pretty good job of walling up early. The opposing team, what are they doing? Working on an age up. The opposing Mongol, he's rallied out, but he's not building any more military units. And he's ready to age up as well, a little behind Downfall. Purple's aging up, going up with the economic wing. Not a big surprise, although on a map like this, trade's always a good bet. And the Chinese player going up with the Imperial Academy. We are almost walled off. And blue has come back around. He hasn't been caught, and he's trying to burn down the opposite end of the wall. So we'll see if orange can send his spearmen down there. But he doesn't. He keeps building the wall. Blue's given up on that. Ah, he is chased off by a spearman. Now Blue's got to find something to do useful with his units. Let's see what he sees. They haven't scouted much of each other's territory. How much is Downfall scouted? Not much either. But he is on the other side. Khan is idle. Green is actively scouting. But blue is on green's gold mine. He's not going to notice it in time. He's going to lose a couple villagers. 1, 2, 3. Ah, and he's finally noticed. He's lost half of his gold villagers. 3 villagers in total. Looks like he was busy with his scout at the time. Not able to multitask, but he's an average player. A little better than average maybe, but average. The only player of note in this game is actually Downfall. He sent in a market to the opposite corner. Gone up with a silver tree and placed it right next to the trade posts. Looks like he's going to do a little trading trick to get his trade started sooner. And he sent his horsemen out to find that Khan. Is he gonna get him? He got him. So Blue's 2 remaining horsemen are going to be a lot less effective without the Khan to scout. I imagine they're going to get picked off by the spearmen here shortly. Yeah. He can take that fight, but it's not one he wants to take. He's not going to be able to easily get more units on this side, so he needs those to harass. Green's thrown his Barbican out there and has already started putting up a stone wall. Still no major response from the opposing side. Do they see it? Let's take a look. Yeah, they don't even have eyes in the middle of the map. So you can see the Downfall immediately put a tower out there so that he could at least see what's going on. The opposing team has no idea that they're being walled out. See how they're doing. I don't see any trade yet. Got a silver tree heading out to the corner of the map. Where's he going? The trading post is here. So what Downfall did is he put his silver tree right next to the trading post, built an opposite market so that he could utilize the silver tree to make the units, and the opposite market to receive the traders. Red's putting a trading post out, and he's not using the full distance of the map. Not a very good move by him. His Barbican's in his base. Since he's not being attacked in his base, it's not doing much good. Purple's got his second town center coming out. On a map like this where trade is just so good, it's strange not to go for it right away. But of course, they don't hold the pass. Although they might not even know that they don't hold the pass. Take a look. Purple's got a villager going out. Probably going to drop down a market. Pink's got a market, 2 markets in his base. Not a great location. Got an idle scout by Pink. Blue's the only one active on the opposite team. Doing a pretty good job of putting some kind of pressure on. Needs to come out here and find this stone wall and kill some of these villagers. Not get distracted with a wolf. See what he sees. Yeah, he's found the stone wall. Sees that Barbican. He knows he doesn't want to attack there. If he'd only scouted a little down, he might have been able to pick off some of those villagers and attack the wall before it got up. Right next to the Barbican's not where he wants to do it. He's gone with Mangudai, which is common in 4v4 games. Not usually a very effective unit, but if you can get him in the opposing team's trade line, it'll wreak havoc. Take a look at what Downfall's doing. Alright, so he's got his Silk Tree landmark. Rallied over to the opposite corner. He's using the full distance of the map. Picking up 400 gold and some extra resources. None of his teammates have started trading. Multiple traders already out. Orange has built 1, 2, 3, 4 markets. He's not using the trade. Oh, that's interesting. Why is he doing that? So he's utilizing Downfall's market in the corner. And then rallying over to his own. So he's doing the trading trick, but he's not using the neutral trading post to do it. Trade posts generate 20 more gold than player-owned markets. So it's a mistake that will cost him. But they're certainly doing better than the opposite team. We take a look over what they got going on again. We got a market in the wrong place. Only getting 226 gold per trip. Pink. And he's trading to the center of his base. Purple's got some actually in the corner. Where's purple trading to? Not trading anywhere. Well, it looks like we've got a little pass to the north. Already walled off by orange and green. Purple's trying to put something down, but teal's there harassing it with just one horseman. He's got an easy way into the enemy base. Nice little army out. Gonna take care of that horseman. Now what's he gonna do with it? Already, a player is eliminated. That's an interesting. Why did orange leave? So Downfall's down by a player. The rest of the team doesn't seem to be giving up. Lost his Khan in the north. They've held the pass. Important that you check and make sure there's not multiple entries on this map. Downfall sending a Kurultai out to the middle. And now another player surrendered. So now it's 2-3. Do we get to any battle in this game? Downfall's going to a boar. 78 economy, only 7 military. He's still booming, happily. With trade, he's decided to go with Kurultai. Now, I wonder if his Kurultai is stuck because orange left. Pretty good trade going on. Pink's making 226 gold per trip. Blue. Let's see if we can find a blue trader. We don't have a lot of traders out yet. It's a pretty late start. His trade. Let's see. Downfall's traders. 408 gold. One of the interesting things is when you have players that leave on your team, or even on the opposite team, on these team games, you can take an imam, a priest over, take a relic, and convert their economy units. Can give you a good boost. Right. Finally seeing some military come out from Downfall. Going with cavalry, lancers, and battering rams. So he's got a siege down his teammate's wall. He's gonna have to siege down the stone wall also. That's got to be a big annoyance. "21 military units by Downfall. Let's take a look at the only player that's really active on the other team, Deep Dark Fantasy. 24. He's behind in the economy, but he's getting his production out. See where he's rallied to. He's got his curl tie, and he's got a trebuchet out already. So, at least one player on this team is ready to fight. He's actually doing Downfall a favor right now. Does he see that? Let's take a look at what Downfall sees. Yeah, he doesn't know that Deep Dark Fantasy is sieging down the southern end of the wall. You can hear it though. Let's see who gets through first. Downfall's already out. He's through. Nice little army here. He's gonna immediately run into that protection. See if he grabs that villager. Quick villager kill. Now, Blue's sending units out. Let's see if he responds. Norris. There we go. He sees it. He's alive. But Teal's not stopping to take care of this production. He's looking for economy. He's looking for the trade line. Let's take a look at what he sees. A lot of idle villagers there. Can't all fit into the town center. A lot of times as a Mongol, you have a lot more villagers next to your town center than you can fit in it. So it's useful to put up a couple extra towers to house them for when you get harassed. Red's alive. Chasing down Downfall. What he needs to do is head straight back to the trade line. He's gonna lose his battering ram. He's got his next army ready to come out. So just that attack, the first one to attack in these games, makes such a big difference. Instead of getting in them in the enemy, creating idle time, you're chasing the enemy around your trade line. Yeah. He's attacking a trading post. Neutral trading post. But you can still trade with neutral trading posts, so it can be worth taking them out. Battle in the middle here. 2 trebuchets, they're gonna go down. A pretty nice army by Blue out here. Haven't seen anything from Yellow yet. Yellow's still getting ready. Booming. Like a lot of players do in this MMR range in team games. So Usually a boom off. Oh, that's what you don't want to be doing. Chasing Mangudai through your trade line. Mangudai move a little bit slower now, which makes them a lot easier to catch up. The movement speed on Elite Palace Guard. 158. Those things are moving. So an Elite Palace Guard actually moving faster than a Mangudai. That's interesting. Still hard to catch up to him and take him out. But he is keeping him off the traders. So he is doing something. He's taking out the Khan. Downfall's fighting in the front. Still haven't seen Yellow come out here at all. Blue's cleaned him up. Doing a pretty good job. Let's take a look from Deep Dark Fantasy's perspective. 33 military, 67 economy. He's not making any more villagers. He's not making any more traders. So generally, I try to continuously make villagers or traders until I've run out of population. And then I consider deleting them. But he did do the right thing here. He's built a few extra towers, so his villagers have some place to run in. It's not enough towers, but it's something. He's just chilling out here. About to age up. Looks like our Chinese player in red going heavy into the Palace Guards, and hand cannoneers. Rallied into his base. Still chasing Teal down. Huge distraction for them. And Teal's keeping the pressure on. Downfall does not let off. Still 2v3. But Downfall is taking the fight to the opposite team. Blue's not noticing. Losing so many villagers here. And he finally respawns. He's taking a big hit. Well, he lost enough villagers that now they fit into the outpost just fine. Down to 18 economy units. Most of those have got to be traders. Basically going to take him out of the game, and he was the most responsive player on that team. Downfall still running through their back lines. More Mangudai coming out. Yellow hasn't done a thing. Got a nice little army here, though. Guess he's just waiting for Downfall to win it over for him. Clock Tower Bombard's out. See what Red's got. Is it max pop, 78 military, 122 economy. He's finally boomed himself to 200 population, so he should be ready to go on the offensive. That might not be too great for Downfall. Let's take a look at where he's at. He'll be rapidly back up to max population. But he isn't there yet. Our yellow English player. Still working on getting up. He stopped building any economic units at 88, which seems a little low to me. And he's getting his upgrades and pumping out elite man-at-arms. Still not doing anything with those units. Downfall's split a few units up. Looking for some kind of economy units. Oh. He's gonna lose these if he doesn't keep moving. Yep, they're going down. Deep Dark Fantasy just staged up. Take a look. He aged up with a white stupa and he put it on his pastures. I suppose when you've lost all your villagers, what can you do? It's not like he can make much military. Nice engagement out here. Chinese going up against Downfall. Downfall's going to get cleaned up here. What he needs to do is run those back to his teammate to get his teammate involved. His teammate is still asleep. He hasn't reached max population yet. Not ready to attack. Yellow has woken up. He has hit 200 population, and he's ready to finally do something in this game. Downfall still active, going with Mangudai and Lancers. Anti-siege coming out. He's actually responding to the units he's seen. Yellow's just pumping a huge army. A big mass. And it looks like they're gonna push for the win here. You know, if they kept pushing, they would catch that bombard. One of the things I like to do is have a scout out with my units. They would have seen that and they could have taken that out. Second clock tower bombard. Red's regrouping. Yellow's splitting his army. Looks like he's got man-at-arms in one control group and is ranged in another. Where's he gonna go? Needs to bring those men-at-arms back. Needs to bring them back and hit the back line of this. Downfall. Run in the opposite direction. Ah, they're coming around the back because Blue is trying to backdoor. Gonna get caught in a really bad spot here, though. That's all gonna go down. Oh, not a bad decision by Yellow. Needs to back up a little bit. Needs to move that cannon back. Looks like Downfall's gonna try to snipe those cannons. Those bombards. 3 Springalds, not enough to take it out. Those are clock tower bombards, but they clean it up nicely. Meanwhile, Downfall is, of course, got Mangudai in their trade line. Lancers in the wood line. Pink. They built a single unit this game? Pink has an army. Where is Pink's army? There's Pink's army. Pink actually is playing this game. 40 Lancers. Where are they going to go? So now that Red's army is demolished, and now that Blue's army is demolished, Pink's going to make an attack by himself. He's going to attack right into the center of this with no siege. So, see how that pays off for him. 40 Lancers go in. Downfall just runs right past it. And it looks like 17 Lancers come out. 16. Gonna meet up with Yellow in the Stealth Forest. A lot of villagers out here. Yellow's resealed the Northern Passage. And he's gonna lose the rest of this. Sometimes it can be worth pushing through the defenses to get into the trade line. But this is not that. And Pink's whole army has evaporated. And with just a few units, Downfall has idled most of Pink's economy. He's down to 59 economic units. 12 of them are idle, and his military is gone. Not a great performance by Pink. Got a lot of active traders. Dropping off only half as much gold as Downfall's traders are, due to his poor positioning. Downfall still attacking in multiple places, just small groups. Yellow's had one engagement, so he's decided to re-wall the front. Using 50 villagers. Leaving a little gap to the south. Red is laying down more production, though he's population capped. Soon not to be, if he loses 60 villagers there. Where is he going to send them out? He doesn't have any trade. So he needs a gold mine. Where's he going to find it? Some gold mine in the opposite player's base. You go and take that. So what usually happens is a wonder. Downfall's created a wonder. And he's surrounding it by a couple layers of outposts. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. About 22 farms. 30 villagers on sheep. And there's just no way they're going to get to that. Not with the way the other team's performing right now. Take a look. Red's sitting on 16,000 gold. It's pop capped. I guess he didn't have anything to spend it on. It's important to make use of your resources. Let's take a look at what Downfall's doing. Downfall's made better use of his resources. He's still stacked up a lot. But he's got no wonder. Not building any more military. He's got some siege. Red's got his army out. Let's see, Deep Dark Fantasy. Got 31 military units, not a lot. Downfall's got his wonder, and he's going on the offensive through the north side. He'll be through that palisade wall pretty quickly. Let's see how Red responds. He responds by attacking. So, this looks like a last push, last play. It's not going to do well. Downfall's able to snipe out his units while still pressing an attack. He's in the farms, taking out Red's farming economy. Good game gets called. And that's it. So that's the difference between a good player and average players. I'm Lynx Explorer. Thanks for watching.